So in this video, I want to warn you about my experience with vocal singing programs. Now there's many things I can say, but I'm gonna stick to 3. So let's begin. I've bought a lot of them throughout my life because I was trying to learn by myself. I was pretty stubborn. It hasn't really resulted in what I wanted. So, my number 1 warning is that a lot of vocal programs are copy-paste. Yes, they literally just copy-paste exercises that you might even find in public on YouTube and put it in a program, label it as something special or magical, and just sell you that. So yeah, you could basically call it a form of scam. So that's my first warning. My second warning might even be the most important one. Your voice can have specific problems to you that most programs are not gonna cover. I don't think people understand how many problems a singer can have in a personal way. Just because you buy a program does not mean it's gonna diagnose your issue. So you could buy it, you could improve, but always hit a wall. And then you buy another program and you're like, is this gonna fix it? No, because the program is not gonna diagnose your voice, your problem, your wall. Warning number 3. So, a lot of people don't respect singing as a form of art. And what I mean by that is that people think that singers are just born and they don't have to study, they don't have to work at it to be good. Well, guess what? In the area of vocal teaching, it also takes a lot of work to learn how it works. So much so that you will see so many vocal teachers on YouTube that can't sing themselves. They can't even demonstrate what they're trying to teach you. Worst of all, you could ask them, hey, can you sing Bruno Mars? Can you sing a tough song? And most of them are not gonna be able to. Most of them are just gonna do something normal, right? And you're gonna be like, wait, is this what being an expert gets you? Now, this is another tricky part. Another risky part of vocal teaching is that you could think they're an amazing singer, and that's because of their expertise, but it's not. Because talent does exist. So just be aware, it's not always that a person is an expert, and that's why they're an amazing singer. Sometimes they just have a big boost from being talented, and so it confuses you into thinking they know more, but they don't. Just because you can do doesn't mean you can teach. But the third warning more precisely is, be aware that this is something people study in even university, right? Not take singing so lightly that to think that you can buy a program and become an expert at it. Do not disrespect the art. Listen, I could keep going, but I am now a firm believer that vocal programs can waste so much of your time, of your precious time. If you're gonna buy a vocal program, please take some lessons first, at least, because the vocal program can be at least like a sort of foundation. I just haven't had great experiences with vocal programs, and I've bought a lot. And yes, from big names here on YouTube. Now, you could assume I just suck at learning from them. Sure, you could try it. But if you go try it and then regret it, I hope you remember that I warned you. Because it's one thing to waste money on it, but to waste your time. As you get older, you'll understand that's just so precious. You could have used that time on something more permanent. In fact, it's something I regret every single day. I basically failed at singing for years. And in just like 2 months, I have like 200 videos on the channel. Imagine all the videos I would have had if I would have spent years on this channel, right? So yeah, if you're gonna buy a vocal program, understand these 3 things. Most of them can be copy-paste. They will not address your specific issues, which can be a wall. You will not benefit from them. And number 3, respect the art. It is really one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. I could even say the hardest. And not to mention that they are pretty costly too. You could get like 5 lessons for the cost of some of the programs out there. But yeah, I hope that helps you. Much love. Take care.